Welcome to the update. I'm Eleanor Quirk. The federal government's ruled out any new taxes or levies to fund the strained aged care sector. It's instead considering recommendations from a task force that wealthier Australians pay more for their aged care. Aged Care Minister Annika Wells says they're considering the changes.
This really is the funding of aged care, a can that has been long kicked down the road. It has been something that has been put off for decades and decades by government, but this is a government that is taking it on. We put the task force in place to deliberate on that across 6 months, to do the consultation as they went.
Investigations are continuing into what caused a plane to violently plummet during a flight from Sydney, injuring a number of passengers and crew. New Zealand authorities have seized flight data recorders from the LATAM Airlines flight to Auckland with claims the pilot's controls went blank. Farmers say they're too scared to speak out over unfair pricing of their produce due to fears of being shunned by the dominant supermarket chains. Both Coles and Woolworths have a combined market control of around 65% of the industry. Farmers have told a Senate inquiry small food producers were intimidated by the company's market power. And Malaysia has been offered $194 million to stage the 2026 Commonwealth Games, the money coming from the compensation payout by Victoria not to host the Games. The Commonwealth Games Federation has made a formal offer to Malaysia the opportunity to replace Victoria and will be paid an initial instalment of £100 million. Sport and entertainment are next. To sport, and former Blues Origin captain Paul Gallen wants to see more from the Eels this week when they take on the Panthers on Friday night. Parramatta enjoyed a comfortable 26-8 win over the Bulldogs in round one, but Gallen says the margin should have been bigger given the possession the Eels had.
It was round one, so their attack, in my opinion, wouldn't be humming as yet, but I think a couple of rounds in, if they had that much ball in the position they had in on the field, if they weren't to score 30 or 40 points, I think they'd be disappointed.
Australia captain Pat Cummins is dismissing calls for the changes to the Australian Test batting lineup. Steve Smith's move to opener is under scrutiny after averaging fewer than 30 runs in 4 matches against New Zealand and the West Indies. To entertainment, and Al Pacino has responded to critics after his unconventional presentation of the Best Picture awards at the Oscars. Breaking with Oscars tradition, the actor failed to list all the nominated films in the category, instead only announcing the winner.
10 wonderful films were nominated, but only one will take the award for Best Picture. And I have to go to the envelope for that, and I will. Here it comes. And my eyes see Oppenheimer.
He's issued a statement saying the Academy Award producers chose not to name the list and it was not his choice. And fresh off the plane from Singapore, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce made a surprise appearance at an Oscars after party hosted by Madonna. And that's the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you again soon for another episode of The Update.